As it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mixon is in. Touchdown Bengals. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44.
Nice punt, but good work on the return.
Yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Here's Hines. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play. And from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough fourth down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Burrow,
His 9th touchdown of the season.
and the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. McPherson on for the point after.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd down, here's Pickett.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here's Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 33 yards that time. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. In motion left, the tight end.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Burrow on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines, and he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Partner, do we have a medic here? That can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He'll check this down to Hines. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Burrow looking to pass.
Finds Hines again for the completion.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here we go on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now here's another carry for Harris. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Harris.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Pickens going in motion left. Pickett looking to throw on second down. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is Hines. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
84 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
2 yards left on second down from the 9.
Now it's Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Nyheim Hines
with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Are you looking at? That's not what I saw. Get your horse. Oh, God, idiot.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Pickett back to throw.
Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Now Pickett. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. passing here. Joe Burrow. It's caught. Smith.
He's into space past the 25.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Irv Smith Jr., 54 yards.
And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
Just shy of the 30. On play action, they'll throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Michael Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On second down, here's Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They run with Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McPherson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
Down the sideline he goes.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Pickett will try to throw for this.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 3.
They run again with Hines. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He gets this one. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He's got this to Pickens.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Pickett.
Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Touchdown!
George Pickens
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Boswell for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about it.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Harris running straight ahead. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Pickett sets up play action.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one in. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point now by Boswell. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Bengals 52, Steelers 27. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Burrow on third down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Steelers take over first.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
52. Steelers 34. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter.